What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my video. It's Felix Page here from E-Commerce Prosperity. Now, if you clicked this video, it's probably because it's the title. You saw $9,000 made from an $80 ad spend. So you're probably thinking, how did I do this? So yes, it was through one of my dropshipping stores, and no, it wasn't with Aliexpress. Now, if you see down below, we have a screenshot from my ad manager, and this is actually my Google AdWords dashboard. And you can see that we have 3 different campaigns here. The conversions are the sales, we've got 2 each, and then there's the conversion value. Now if you do the math, that's just over $9,000 in sales, and the total cost is actually just shy of $80, I believe. Now if you think I am falsifying the screenshot, if you think it's fake, that's totally fine, because there is a lot of that out there online. So let me jump over to my Google Ads account and show you what I'm talking about. So if we pull it up here, there is the total cost, the sum spent during this period of time. We have all time, that's from June when I started advertising to the store, up to the current day, which is today. It's actually 1 day behind because this account is set to US time and I'm in New Zealand. So as you can see, the total account is almost $1,100, almost $1,100. And the total conversion value, the sum of conversion value for your conversions, our conversion being a sale, you can see it is just over $29,000. Okay, now that's all time. Go back to the screenshot here. I'll show you the results for that. And as you can see, it's just here, guys. So if we run through the numbers here, you will see that there is a total ad spend on the total account of $77.45. 6 conversions, so 6 sales. The cost per conversion, $12.91. And the total conversion value, $9,095. So that explains the title of this video. An $80 ad spend, $9,000 made in sales. Now this was over a period of 4 days. Okay, so this was back in July. We're now in September. But regardless, these are the results you can get with the method of dropshipping I'm using. Now, this isn't your traditional Aliexpress dropshipping method. No, it's not. If you actually do the numbers, the math, 6 divided by 9,000, we're looking at an average order value of $1,500. So we are dropshipping what's called high ticket items. So these are, as they say, as the name explains, as the price reflects, these are expensive products. Products that we look for selling over $1,000. Okay, nothing less than that. And the reason being is because we want to make more profit per sale. Okay, we're not dealing with the measly profits of $10 with most AliExpress products, especially after Facebook ads costs are taken into account. We're working on the high ticket model where we're selling for $1,000 plus with a 30% profit margin, usually 25 to 30% profit margin. And so with these numbers, we don't need to be selling hundreds of items a month to make a significant profit margin, at least enough to live on. No, we only have to be doing 10 to 20 sales a month, and we can be turning over 4 to 5 grand profit. So it's really a different ball game when it comes to the amount of work that's required to put in. So I'm going to go back to my Google Docs here, and I'm going to go over some of the information about this business. Alright, so I didn't make this video just for clickbait purposes, just to show off my results and any of that junk you see a lot on YouTube. No, actually, I made this video for information. I want to provide value and I want to provide awareness to some of you are probably watching this video and you may be struggling whether you're using the AliExpress dropshipping model or perhaps you're dropshipping with eBay or Amazon. And even those of you who haven't started a dropship business yet and you're just trying to get an idea of the possibilities and what options you had. So this is high ticket dropshipping. This is the technical name for it. And as I showed you before, we sell items that cost generally $1,000 plus, and we have the profit margins of $200 to $300 per order. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to explain to you some of the notes I have here about the how and then the pros of this business as well as the cons, because there's always pros and cons of everything. So let's start with the how. So high ticket dropshipping. We are selling products that are generally $1,000 plus. I wouldn't go any less than $500. And even then, I would have to be sure that that product is selling well. So if you guys watching this, you want to know how I analyze, conduct product research, just let me know in the comments of this video, and perhaps I'll make that one of my future ones. But essentially, I focus on products that I can sell for $1,000 plus. In terms of sourcing those products, I don't source them from China. Okay, it's too much risk without knowing the manufacturer itself. Instead, I work with local suppliers and manufacturers in the United States, and I sell within the US. Okay, so since I'm selling within the US, I actually have fast shipping times, generally 2 to 3 days tops, and I don't have this issue with having to wait 20 to 30 days with Aliexpress, and that equals happy customers. When it comes to the setup of the store, we're not doing general stores either. Okay, we are focused on niche stores, not general stores selling trending items, which is very popular, the Aliexpress model. And some examples of these niche-based stores is something like outdoor living or outdoor furniture. Okay, on the advertising end, we use Google Shopping. We use Google Shopping, we use Google AdWords, we use a lot of search engine advertising. The reason being is that we're targeting active buyers. Okay, and active buyers are people who jump onto these search platforms and they will type in keywords for products indicating that they want to purchase. So one of them could be air hockey or hockey table online. Okay, someone who's jumping onto Google and typing in those particular keywords and then browsing the results has a much higher buyer's intent, and so they are the active buyers we want to target. Now with Facebook, I know Facebook advertising is super popular for AliExpress dropshipping, but with high ticket, we use Facebook ads primarily for retargeting, because someone who's on Facebook and browsing and looking at silly videos, they're not really in the right state to be purchasing $1,000 product. They're not an active buyer essentially. So we don't target people on Facebook. We don't target a cold audience, I should say, of people on Facebook. Instead, we use remarketing, I should say, retargeting via Facebook. So people who have been to our website before, perhaps it was a day or two ago, they will see one of our ads in their newsfeed on Facebook. They'll be reminded of their previous visit. And if they hadn't already purchased the product, then they might click on our ad and purchase from our shop. Now, if we scroll down, we have the pros. So with the pros, we'll start with the sales volume. Okay, the first thing is high ticket dropshipping. You don't have to sell a lot of products to make some good profits per month. So let me run you through a scenario. Say your average profit per order is $200 and you want to make $4,000 profit per month. Then you only need to sell 20 orders a month to make $4,000 profit. 20 times 200, 4,000, I believe. I hope that's right. Okay, now compare that to AliExpress. If you wanted to make $4,000 profit per month and your profit per sale was $10, which is that's kind of normal of AliExpress dropshipping, then you would have to sell 400 units per month, 400 orders per month. So 400 sales versus 20, it's a huge difference in the sales volume. Okay, and then with that, there's less sales required, means there's less customer service, which is also required because you have less customers to actually deal with, whether it be inquiries about their order, whether it's shipping, whatever the questions they may have. Okay, and then if you have less customer service, then obviously you have less VA wages or your time required. Okay, next point is target profit requires less sales, as I said in the scenario. And then you're working with trusted suppliers who are selling high quality products. So that's one of the biggest problems with AliExpress dropshipping, is you don't really know the quality of the product you're selling. It could really be some crap. And without ever testing the product yourself, ordering a sample, that's something that you're taking a risk with. And if you're selling hundreds of units and you're pissing off a ton of customers. That's really detrimental to your business. Now, with high-ticket dropshipping, you're working solely with trusted brands and manufacturers. You know their product's good. You're able to go online, see reviews. You're able to see reviews from other dropshippers selling it. And you know that you're in good hands when you're dealing with them. And I guess the final point I want to make about the pros is that you're not at the mercy of Facebook, okay? Because we're not using Facebook advertising for sales. We're using it for remarketing, but primarily the majority of advertising is done through Google Shopping, Google Search Network, also Bing and Yahoo search engines. So we're not at the mercy of Facebook's volatility. Now, if you have been dropshipping with Aliexpress, you will know what I'm talking about when I say that Facebook's advertising platform is it's incredibly volatile. One day you could be doing amazing, the next day it's just completely gone. Okay. Okay, now I've just punched in a few cons because, as I said, I want to be honest with my opinions on high-ticket dropshipping. Now, with the cons, there's always cons, and even the cons of high-ticket dropshipping are not that bad, and I'm going to explain why afterwards. So the first thing is, it does require more upfront work. Okay, so that really involves, first of all, some in-depth and serious niche research. So really diving deep into the product and niche level research of the market you're going into. The next point is customer support is more important with high-ticket dropshipping. Okay, now that means that you can't overlook customer support, and what I mean by that is that you really need to have obviously you need to have an email, customer email, that is constantly being monitored. You should have a live chat on your website and someone on the other end to be able to respond to customers. And then third, which most Aliexpress dropshippers don't do, is have a customer support number, because a lot of customers, especially those who are ready to drop several $1,000s, they often will want to jump on the phone and they'll want to talk to a sales rep just to answer a few questions before they go ahead and complete their purchase. So it does require more customer support. It's more important, but it does pay off. Okay, the next point I have here is stock changes. So dealing with these suppliers, often these suppliers as manufacturers, they create the product themselves. Okay, so the product's very unique. It's their own brands, their own designs and styles of the product. So if they go out of stock, or if their stock changes, then you need to keep up to date with this. And if a supplier runs out of stock and they're not up in their stock for, say, another month, you need to be aware of that. You need to put the product out of stock on your website, and you just have to either wait patiently for them to get back into stock, or you just have to backtrack customers who have ordered that product and let them know when the stock update is occurring. And you don't really have that issue with AliExpress because you're selling the product you're selling. There's probably 10 other sellers who have it. So if one goes out of stock, you just go find another. Okay, and the fourth one, is in regards to the advertising. And that's the fact that Google ads are a little slower to scale than Facebook. Okay, and it's just the nature of advertising on Google, and especially with the shopping campaigns. So if you advertise on Google, you will know what I'm talking about when you compare it to the scaling strategies with Facebook. However, the point I made about the more upfront work, even though that's a con, the biggest benefit about that is that it actually raises the barrier of entry into high-ticket dropshipping, because most people are lazy and they don't have the effort. They don't know how to put in all the work up front, all the patience. So therefore, it deters a lot of people, and they want to take the easier option, which is Aliexpress, which is an incredibly low barrier to entry. So this is something I've learned myself personally. And I think it's one of the key reasons why you can be very successful with high-ticket dropshipping. Okay, now in regards to the advertising end, where I'm talking about the slowing and scaling side of things, again, because you are selling high-ticket items, scaling isn't too important. You can still hit 6 figures a month, $1 million a year in revenue, and you don't have to be doing thousands of orders. In fact, you can do $1 million in revenue off a couple hundred orders per year. like depending on the price you're selling it at. If you're selling a $4,000 product, like you just do the math. Okay, so therefore scaling doesn't have to equate a ridiculous increase in sales volume. So that's just something to bear in mind as well when it comes to high ticket dropshipping. And the very last thing I want to leave you guys with on this video, because I know I've been rambling for a bit, it's just this. Okay, now I used to do Aliexpress dropshipping. I made a lot of money with Aliexpress dropshipping. You can go through my previous videos and you can see my results, okay? And one thing I've learned is that when everything's in motion, you've got your product, you're starting to advertise, you're going through the work, it really takes just as much work to sell a $1,000 item as it does a $30 item. Obviously not upfront. Obviously there's differences in the setup of the business, but once you have everything in motion, once you have a team around you, once you have automation, so that you are doing the essentially bare minimum you need to do on the business in order to enjoy the benefits of a semi-passive income, then really it takes just as much work to sell a $1,000 item as it does a $30 item. And if you don't believe me, just have a look at my ad costs here. You can see my cost per purchase is $41 overall. Okay, that's $41 to acquire a customer who's going to spend $1,000 plus. In this campaign here, over the 4 days, my cost per purchase was $12. They're pretty much the same CPP margins, CPP numbers, cost per purchase, CPA, cost per acquisition. They're the same. They're roughly the same numbers that a lot of these low-ticket AliExpress pros are getting. So, if you don't believe me, just play back the video, have a look at my dashboard, and you will see my CPAs, my CPPs. And maybe this might change your behavior around high-ticket dropshipping. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this video. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit that subscribe. I'm trying to boost up my subscribers on my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get the content going, the love going, the community going. And if you want to connect to me, I will include a link to my Facebook page. Otherwise, you can jump onto Facebook at E-commerce Prosperity. And it is the Shopify classroom there. Okay, that's all from me. Everyone take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.